Thank you for tuning in to Gloves Off Seattle. Your hosts, Patti and Meagan, will be talking about all things Seattle women's hockey. A huge Pacific Northwest welcome to the PWHL. Gloves Off Seattle! Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.
Gloves Off Seattle. No one's watching us do that. That's the first time for a while.
Oh yeah, I know. We've had a couple interviews, and we actually have another interview coming out next week. We're really excited about that. We'll just tease that out a little bit here. Not a player interview this time, interestingly enough, but it's still some really interesting folks that we're excited to get to talk to and give you guys that interview. So that's out next week, but more importantly, yeah, guys, we got the schedule. That's what we're just, I think the whole podcast today is going to be about our gratitude.
Yes, very grateful.
Yeah, gratitude for
It's like, oh, go ahead.
no, just gratitude that we have the schedule now. We feel like we can start planning our lives. There's already lots of, things in the works as far as the new schedule and what it's going to mean and that sort of thing. So we're very excited. So
Very excited, but we're also very grateful that it unveiled itself. It's already out there.
what? The painting? Oh yeah. So it's going to be out on Instagram before this episode comes out, but we did a little teaser that we're going to unveil it. But this is the unveiling of we switched. If you're watching and not listening, if you're listening, this means nothing to you because you haven't seen what our backdrop looks like. We moved a little bit so that we can incorporate this beautiful new painting that our friend B did for us, and we're really excited. So we're putting it out on social media to help name this goalie. It is a she. It is a she, the goalie behind us. We don't have a name for her yet, so anybody wants to chime in and give us names, we'll
put a poll out there if we get a couple good ones.
That's right. Who knows? Yeah. But anyway, so we're very grateful.
We are so grateful for you.
Yeah.
Megan will tag you as she always does, the tagging, but oh my gosh, our boys love the painting.
Well, and just so everyone knows, like, this is what Bahar does. Like, there are other paintings. This is not the only one. And she does commissions and all that sort of thing. So if you're interested, she does, and this is what she does, these sports paintings, not just hockey, but
yeah. Oh my gosh.
She's a player. She's a hockey mom. She's all the things.
Yeah.
So she's definitely into hockey, but yeah, she does lots of sports paintings. So.
But she showed me, I was in her studio when I went and picked it up on Wednesday, and yeah, it got christened in the rain coming home, which is perfect for this area. But yeah, she showed me this figure skater that she'd painted. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
We're gonna have our house is gonna be full of Bahar paintings. That's what's gonna happen. Anyway, so yes, we're very grateful, and it's beautiful. And for those that watch the podcast, this is the first iteration of what the new is going to look like. We're hoping that we're going to transform the whole corner behind us into just a nook of podcasting deliciousness.
Mm-hmm. And you caught it at the beginning.
Yes, yeah. So if you're watching now, you're seeing the first iteration, and who knows what's going to come next. So, but we really want to talk about the schedule. We really want to talk about the fact that the schedule is finally out. It feels like it's taken forever and ever, but we got a schedule. I honestly didn't pay much attention to the rest of the team schedules. I think the only other one that I really paid attention to was Vancouver because it's close.
And we might be going to games there.
Right. So
we're going to the first ever.
So here's the deal, guys. So let's just get into it. Let's talk about the schedule. So the first game that PWHL Seattle plays, because that is our team, they are playing in Vancouver on November 21st. And it's a Friday night game, which is really exciting. It's a great, great time, great venue, all those things. And it sounds like that there may be a group of PWHL Seattle fans that will be heading up north. We will definitely be there. And just so everyone knows, October 14th is when single tickets go on sale for the whole PWHL, not just Seattle, but all the teams. I think on the 7th is like group pack tickets they start selling, but single game tickets don't start until October 14th. So I'm going to get online first thing, in the morning on October 14th and make sure that we can get tickets. I will make sure we get tickets to that game. So we'll be either driving up or riding a party bus up, whatever we're going to do, let us know. Anyway, whatever way we can contribute to that, let us know. We're here for it. But yeah, so we're excited. I think that PWHL Seattle is going to be out in full force. And the Primary Tenant podcast already called us out that it's not fair that they don't get to play here in the beginning of the season. We don't play them here until April.
That's
It
crazy.
is crazy,
That's
but that is
bananas.
I think that there's an offsite. Like I think there is going to be a takeover tour game between the two of us sometime in between all that. But the first game where they play here at Climate Pledge is until April. So all that to say, first game of the season for us will be in Vancouver, November 21st, and then our first home game is November 28th. And a lot of people were freaking their freak because it's at 1 p.m.
On a Friday.
on a Friday, but it's the
That's
day after Thanksgiving. And in the United States, and I'm not sure about Canada, because they celebrate a different Thanksgiving. We that for the majority, people are off school, they're off work. So it's
unless you
like
work shift work, which I do,
yeah.
and that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But
But then you're not guaranteed a weekend off either. I'm just saying for people who have weekends off, it's
normally have
typical.
that
Yeah,
day
it's
off.
typical that they have that day off. So it's not as bad of a schedule as I think people were initially like freaking out that like why is our home opener at 1 p.m. on a Friday afternoon? It's like no. It's basically like a weekend
Yeah,
day.
it
So
is. It
yeah,
is. We're
thoughts.
excited. I just have to figure out my schedule and get as many hockey days off as I
Yeah.
can because
Yeah,
it's
so for those
important to
that don't,
me.
yeah, for those that don't work a Monday through Friday 9 to 5, like the schedule is a little tricky because, there's weeknight games, there's, you know,
There's Sunday
weekend, Sunday
afternoon.
afternoon, Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Sunday, which
Yeah,
might
which
as
is
well
late on a Sunday.
might as well be a weeknight game for those of us
It
that
is.
have
That's such
kiddos
a
that go to
point.
school, yeah, on
Yeah.
Monday morning. So yeah, so we're, our plan is to go to all of the home games. We've got season tickets, so we'll be there. And then make as many Vancouver games as we can. I don't know how often we'll get up there. We'll definitely be up there when Seattle's playing, but maybe see some of the other teams too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just I'm excited because I feel like we can start
We can start planning our
start planning
lives
our
now.
lives finally.
Yeah. So
It's
very
taken forever. Yeah.
exciting. Yeah. And oh my gosh, the social media manager who put out
Oh yeah.
the
So
schedule.
for those that don't, I'm hoping everybody who listens to us is on social media, but the social, oh my gosh, the schedule release announcements from all the teams are
Hysterical.
ridiculous. They are so funny. Ours is a hot dog, like each team is a hot dog. Oh,
Minnesota Frost was
it
hysterical.
was hysterical. So go watch it. It's, I think actually I just got an email from the team and they have it
It's in
on
the
the
email. You
email.
can click
Yeah,
on
I'm
that
sure
and
they
see
have it
it.
on YouTube and
Yeah, yeah.
all the channels, but
Montreal's was pretty funny too.
oh,
The
they did poutine.
poutine. Yeah,
They did
poutine.
poutine.
It was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah, so they did food like us, but the other teams, I mean, one of the teams did the Fleet did dogs.
Hmm.
I think the Sirens did kiddos. Like,
Oh, I don't think I saw
yeah,
all
I
of
think the
that.
Sirens did kiddos. The
Hmm.
Frost did a weather report, which was really fun. They had like they partnered with a local weather person,
Oh yeah,
and yeah, no, it
love
was
it.
really funny. I'm trying to think of what the other teams did. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting, but
Mm.
I was obviously laser focused in on the Seattle one.
Yeah,
So
of course, because that's our laser focus here. Mark Loves Off Seattle. We talk about Seattle, and we will continue to do that.
yes. And on that note, I'm gonna, talk about our exciting news for our other team that we support, that we are going to see the Ducks play.
Oh, we're going to the Ducks game. We're going to the Ducks game.
We are gonna go see the Ducks play the bad K word.
My
In
wife was really having a hard time not having tickets,
Yeah,
and
I
so
was
I
struggling.
eased her mind and let her get the tickets.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
yeah,
going.
we
Excited.
yes, we're very excited. So we bought tickets to
Sitting where I like to sit.
the bad K word home opener.
It's the Ducks game. We're going to the Ducks game. We're going to the Ducks game
I might have bought some new tights that I'm really excited about.
and a little mini skirt. You
And a
got
little
that
bit,
little mini
I do
skirt.
have a little
Yeah.
mini skirt. I'm
Hmm.
very excited, guys. The fashion. Oh, this is another thing. Like, let's talk about like the fashion that's about ready to come. Like, I am so excited for our home
The
opener.
walk-ins.
The walk-ins from the players, but also like I feel like the fans here are gonna go crazy.
Mm.
And I was actually just saying to Patty, like, we've got to get jerseys before the season starts. Like, I want to wear a jersey to the
And
home opener.
people are speculating that we're gonna have a name before that because there's not a lot of merch
Well,
right
and there's no
now.
jersey.
There's no
There's
jersey.
no jersey. So I feel like if we were not getting a name before the season started,
There
there
would
would
be
already be
jerseys?
Seattle
No.
jerseys out, like with the Seattle,
Yeah.
and I don't know what they did the first season because, we weren't fans back then, but I just
I
feel
know
like,
what they did, and I wasn't a fan. Everyone had their name for a year
no,
before
no,
they
no,
got
but I
their
don't
real
know if
name.
how quickly they came
Oh,
out
with
before
the
the season
jerseys.
started.
Okay.
She was preempting my thought. But yes,
Sorry.
no, 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 that's okay. That's, I just don't know if they had jerseys like before the season started or whether that was something that came later on in the season. So
Hmm.
I would personally, I'm putting a call out to PWHL Seattle. I would like to have a jersey. I would like to have a jersey to go to Vancouver in on November
We have to
21st.
represent. Are we
That's
going to be
right.
wearing our sweatshirt
I
and
would, I
t-shirt?
guess, I mean, if we don't have jerseys by then, we're gonna have
That's what
to
we're going to have
wear
to
our
do.
gear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we will be buying all the merch, which we've already talked about. We've talked about how crazy we're gonna go and how broke we're gonna be for this first season because we got to get geared up.
And
Go ahead, say
no,
it. Say it, Patty. Say
no.
it.
We're trying to get a family vacation together too. Like so much that I have to work some overtime.
That's what she keeps saying. Like, whenever we talk about our family vacation we're taking next year, and we could, I mean, I don't know, we could tell people, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
But we're going to Disney. We're going to take the kids to Disney. And you know that that's a crazy expensive trip. So every time we talk about it, she's like, oh, I got to work more.
need a couple double time days.
Anyway, but we're hoping that maybe we get down to Anaheim before the season is over so we can see the Ducks play too.
Yeah.
So maybe see a home Ducks game. I've only been to one ever, so that'll be exciting too.
Yeah. That's my home away from home.
Yeah. Yeah, the
See
Honda
all my
Center.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
it'll be
hockey
fun.
family.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So I think that there was lots of talk. I mean, let's just talk about the schedule a little bit more. There was lots of talk about the fact that there were not a lot of weekend games. There's a lot of
Mhm.
weeknight games, Sunday night games. And so it feels like, maybe if I have any beef right now, obviously we're not getting preferential treatment for climate pledge at this point. We're kind of
Oh, you
getting
think we're getting
I think we're
the
getting the
dregs?
dregs of the schedule. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna put that out there because I think if we weren't, if they were, preferential, if it was equal, we'd have more weekend games. But also like the NHL schedule's been out for how long? I mean, the NHL's schedule's been out for
They have their concerts scheduled years, like a year
yeah,
ahead of time. So
yeah.
that could be, that's also conflicting as
Yeah.
well.
And
So,
so I'm hoping that maybe that's just this season and then next season it'll get better because we're already established. And
yes,
and
we will have
we
something
have got
set
to
up.
show up because that's the other thing is like if we can pack out the arena, I think that that's going to give us,
The
more
leverage.
leverage
Yeah.
to have a better not I'm again, I don't want to say the schedule is bad. I don't think it's bad. It's just it's not as family friendly. I mean, one of Brian, everybody knows, everybody here who listens knows
For
about
Brian.
Brian.
We love
Yeah,
Brian.
Brian was just saying like it's not a family friendly schedule, and I agree with that. Like it's going to be hard. Like the weeknights we bring the kids. I mean, a 7 o'clock game's not going to get over till 9:30. We're not going to get home till after 10, and that's hard when the kids got to get up for school in the morning. So
They're
yeah,
either going to be late or,
or really sleepy.
yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, again, if I had one beef about everything that's happened in the last week, I think that's it. I just feel like it's just not as family friendly of a schedule as, the NHL schedule is. So
But
what are
we are
your thoughts?
just
Okay.
totally excited that it's out, that we can
Yeah.
start planning that and figure out which games, we're going to be able to take the boys to, which games we're going to have invites to other people because we're going to have four butts in the seats no matter what.
Yes.
So,
Honestly, I'm like, man, can we buy more season tickets? Like,
like, why do we only get
I have
four?
no idea why we
Why do
only
we
got
only
40.
get
I know.
four?
I we don't have time to drive up to Vancouver that
We
much.
don't.
I would love to get season tickets up in Vancouver too, but we just don't have time to drive up to
Yeah.
Vancouver that much because of life. But
Life, work, family.
yeah.
But we get to plan our lives out.
Yes. So we will be planning our schedule. We will be planning our vacation. It's I was actually like, oh,
Oh,
I'm glad that but
we
the
have to figure that out.
Olympics are February,
Oh,
which is when
okay.
when we were talking about going.
Okay, good. And the
So
Olympics aren't in Los Angeles, right?
no, no,
They're
no, they're in
not winter.
Italy.
Okay,
No.
good.
I'm like,
Because they're
are
coming up
they
in LA at some
maybe
point.
I
I
think
think
maybe
in the next
summer.
summer
Yeah, yeah.
Olympics, and that's we're
I'm
not
like, wait,
going.
it's not in LA. No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in Italy.
Okay, good.
It's in Italy. But anyway, so anyway, we've just been waiting to make lots of plans for, spring, this fall, obviously in spring, based on what the PWHL schedule is going to be. And
And if anyone doesn't know it, my wife is a planner. She
Oh,
needs to plan.
we've talked about
Yeah.
this. Yeah, I like to have things on the calendar. The first thing I did was download the schedule onto our calendars so that I could see
Mm-hmm.
it up against everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It was very important to me,
Did
but
you put Vancouver up there too?
I haven't done that yet. I think
Okay.
I'm going to. We talked about putting the Vancouver schedule on our calendar too, so that any home game we can catch up there, we'd like to, even if they're not playing Seattle. Like it's just, we just want to support the league. What?
Just a little aside, that's when I knew we were like really a thing when she asked me for my calendar so we could merge our calendars.
Oh, when she knew we were
Yeah,
really
when
an
we knew we were
item.
really
We
serious.
were really serious. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, can we have a shared calendar? Well, the thing is what these people don't know, her job used to be an alternating schedule that I could just never keep track in my mind. And so I was like, can we just have a shared calendar where you put your work hours down so that I know when you're working and then I don't have to think about it because then I can see it on a cat because I'm very visual, which
She's
we've
very
talked about
visual.
before. So I feel like our poor audience knows a lot about our relationship.
Hmm, there's nothing wrong with that. Is there?
No, absolutely not if they care.
It might be boring.
No, no, no. I don't think it's boring,
No.
but yeah, so we're just over the moon excited about the fact that we have games to look forward to now. Like I said, we are on a mission to get Climate Pledge filled every single game for PWHL Seattle. And we are going to make an effort to go to as many games as we can outside of Seattle as well. I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to travel across country, but we definitely have the ability to go to
We've
Vancouver.
been invited to the East Coast
We have been
already,
invited to the
so
East Coast already, so we've
we have
actually
a lot of
talked
people all
about
over, so we could stay with someone.
it's anyway,
Yeah,
we will make it to as many games as we can make it to. And like I said, like our goal is to get as many people there for these games because that's really honestly everything we've heard from the team. That's the way to support this effort, guys. I mean, obviously following them on social media, listening to podcasts, like following the players, like all of that is great. But like, what is
come
going to
to
show the league
games.
that this is serious, that we are real fans, that this is
That this is
sustainable,
viable.
this is viable, is we got to sell out. We got to sell out the arena.
Yeah,
We have got to get as many
fill it.
butts in the seats as we can.
Yeah,
And I'm excited. And from what I've read, season ticket memberships are going quick. There may not be that many left.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good
Yeah.
because it's a heated commodity, and you get it now. Sign up now
Yeah.
because there's not many left. And we just want our excitement to overflow and like people to feel this excitement
Yeah.
and come in and you if we talked about that last week, this came this week, didn't it?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
we
We
did a
we talked
bit,
about it on
but
social media,
yeah,
but Patty got me the together necklace that says everybody watches women's sports. So
come watch women's
everyone,
sports. It's
everyone, not
amazing.
everybody. I keep saying it wrong. Everyone watches women's sports. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think it's important. I think Seattle's going to do a good job. I think that they've been so behind the storm, and so behind the rain. I mean, all the women's teams here have just amazing, amazing following. So I cannot imagine this is not going to follow suit. People are really excited. I think it's going to be even more exciting. And what we've talked about is going to see live hockey is like nothing else. It's
There's
not like
nothing
watching
like
it on
it.
TV.
No.
Um, and I tell people, it's funny. I've seen a lot of women on TikTok that are like, I'm a new hockey fan, like what do I need to know? And so I jokingly say, go watch our hockey primer episode. I don't know if that really is helpful, but maybe it is. Maybe that would be helpful. But come to games, come to games, bring somebody that knows hockey or come talk to us if you're in Seattle. Like I'm not, I shouldn't say we. Patty's happy to explain anything.
Patty's very happy.
Yeah, she'll be happy to talk your ear off. And I just want anybody who feels like this is a gate kept sport to just not feel that way anymore, that they can just come in. I was talking to one of my coworkers this week about it, and she's like, I don't know anything about hockey. I was like, but you're gonna come to a game and you're gonna fall in love with it. Because she went to the bad K word game and she was like, I didn't understand anything that was going on, and nobody that was with me understood anything was going on, and it wasn't fun. And I was like, that's not a good experience for
Mm-mm.
hockey.
Yeah,
So
we got to bring her.
we will, 100%.
Yeah. Yay. We have a
I
schedule.
know. Is there anything else? Is there anything else we need to talk about this week?
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, we're excited. I think that the players are going to be coming into town here in the next couple weeks, from what we hear. I think Brownie said she was beginning in November. CJ said they were coming end of this month. I think like this week or next now. So my guess is the players will start showing up here pretty soon. It's just going to get busy and more exciting.
Yeah. And worlds, right?
Worlds, so
November
is in November. So Worlds is in November. So it's actually
Olympics.
well, pre-Olympics, but
Oh
preseason.
yeah,
So
preseason.
it's like the 2 weeks before I think the season starts, which I'm actually, I mean, we can have a little discussion about this. Like I'm interested to see who's going to play and if it's gonna be a shakeup because the teams are in camp and they're not gonna want to let everybody
Everyone
go
go.
play because they're afraid they're gonna get hurt. Like I know
That's
because you've talked about that in the NHL
yeah,
before.
that's always a worry.
Yeah,
That
but like even like the men's teams don't send men to the Olympics for that reason, right?
well, I think some of the men put their foot down and were like, "We're going. We're going to represent our country." When other, they weren't going to schedule a break. They weren't even going to stop playing because they were like, "Oh, it's all the way in, wherever." But players are like, "No, I want to represent my country,"
Mm,
and so that want and need is there. But at the same time, I mean, I don't want to say it's unnecessary, but it's like it's a risk. You
right,
take a risk of
right,
getting hurt,
right.
and then they're out that
They could
star that
potentially be out.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the PWHL Seattle teams do for Worlds. And I mean, we know that a lot of the players are already in Olympic training now, so they're going to play, definitely going to play in the Olympics. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. And it's, I think the whole thing about Worlds is that it was a relief to see them scheduled pre PWHL season, so there wasn't going to be three breaks
right,
during the season, just the Olympics and then the international play. So
it's good.
yeah, no, it's great. I mean, it'll just be yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how things go. And one final thought.
Hmm.
Expansion. So there's been rumors that they're
Four
talking
more
about, yeah,
teams.
they're talking about doing more teams next season, which is funny because like my initial thing is like, oh, that's so great because like that means that it's success. Like to me, like expansion means like we're being successful.
And more
So
games. There's
and
more
that's yeah,
games.
it's more games because there's more teams to play against. But then you brought up and other people brought up,
We're going to have another expansion draft. And I wonder if this is how the original six felt when the, Vancouver and Seattle got a team like, who are we going to lose? Like, I don't want to lose anyone. I'm happy to get more players and happy to, meet more players, but I already love our players and I don't want to give anyone up.
yeah.
And that's always been kind of my thing because people who play for the Ducks are always a Duck in my book, and
Yeah.
no matter where they're playing. And so yeah, I think I'm going to feel the same way about Seattle players. Like these are our players.
Well, it's like the Thunderbirds. Like I'm following like four players that played for the Thunderbirds last year that are like like they're either AHL, like they're training with an NHL team, or like
I
one guy
get
went to
pictures.
college. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
one guy that went to college. Like I went and followed his college team so I could just keep an eye on him and see what he's doing.
You're vying to get his nickname going.
I really am. But that's whatever. I think we've talked about chocolate milk before,
Hmm.
but anyway, long story short, like I think no matter what, these players will always be
In our
in our
hearts.
heart for sure, and we'll follow
Absolutely.
them no matter where they go. But I think the cool thing about expansion to me is that means that there's more opportunity. So
Hmm.
like of the almost 200 players that registered for the draft this year, like how many more players are going to get to come into the league? And that's pretty, I mean, to me that's exciting. I don't know if they'll do four teams that next year. That sounds like a lot,
Sounds like
but yeah, I mean, I'm expansion to me means success. Like
yeah.
if we're expanding, that means that
There's a
the
market, there's
business,
a
yeah,
want, there's a
yeah,
need, they can sustain.
yeah,
I mean, I don't think they're going to tread the, go never. I was going to make some weird metaphor that didn't make sense, so I
okay,
won't say that. But
okay,
I think they're being cautious and being that if they think it's possible,
yeah.
they're going to do it.
Well, and they picked markets based on where they felt like it could be sustainable, and not that other cities couldn't sustain a team because that's there's a good potential for that too. But it'll just be interesting to see how if as time marches on, how we can do more growth. So, I mean, good grief, how many teams are in the NHL?
32,
Yeah,
33.
I love it. Let's have 33 teams. That seems like a lot.
A few years to
That's
get
I know.
there.
I
Few
know.
years, 125 or so.
Whatever. We'll get there.
We will get
Maybe
there.
not in our lifetime, maybe in the kids' lifetime.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be
It would
awesome?
be awesome. It would be totally awesome. To have as big of a league as the men have would be amazing.
Mhm.
So
We love the Girl Aquarium.
okay. I
It'd be
don't
awesome.
know. you're the final word queen. So what do you want to say?
I just am so excited because, and it's also my work schedule came out today, so I get to plan the first month of it or the first few weeks.
Yeah.
I think that coincides, right? So it's all about scheduling in this house. That is the word of the week. Schedule, 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 painting, schedule.
Yeah.
So those
That's
are
all we've been talking about. It's all we've been talking.
Really is. Really is.
Yeah. So again, reminder, if you have any suggestions for the name of our goalie that's behind us, please shout it out. Let us know. Yeah, we might, if we get some good suggestions, maybe we'll put a poll out at some point. But and again, quick teaser, we have another interview coming up, not a player interview, but a fun interview, a very fun interview.
We really had a good time.
Yeah, just with just the Seattle hockey community folks. And so super excited about that one next week too, for a little teaser spoiler for.
We've been enjoying the interviews. We really have.
Oh yeah, like we've been loving talking to, we've been loving talking to the players, obviously. That's been super fun, but just getting to meet all these, like we got that painting because of this silly podcast. It's not silly, but not silly anyway. But you know what I mean? Like it's like the I think we've said it, but I'll continue to say it. The community to me is the coolest thing about this league, is that it is an inclusive community that just wants to love and support everybody that's in it. And it's all about like how to, like I can't even tell you how many times over the last couple weeks people are like, Meagan, when are you gonna start playing hockey? Like people want us to get into it more. I'm like, wait, I'm a fan. Like I don't need to play. They're like, no, you need to come play. And I'm like, oh, okay. People want me to be a goalie.
She could be a goalie. Could be a goalie.
What do you think, guys? Should I be a goalie? I would have to learn how to skate first.
No, you just stand in goal. You don't have to skate.
Oh, I don't have to skate at all?
Yeah, well,
I was like, I think you know.
Shadowing.
I think you need to know how to skate.
You do need to know how to skate.
I know how to roller skate. I just haven't been ice skating since I was a kid. So
I've never been ice skating.
Never? Mm-mm. Oh, guys, we might have to make this happen.
Trip to the ER.
I was just thinking that my accident-prone wife on the ice. Woof.
Ooh, did you say accident?
I did a little.
Unsupervised. I was unsupervised.
Oh no, I mean as an adult, not as a child.
Okay. Trigger.
Okay. I think that's it. I think we need to be done.
We need to be done.
We do. Okay, so schedule's out. Go make your plans. Make it to as many games. October 14th is the day that single game tickets go on sale. I think there's some kind of group packs they're going to put available on the 7th. And
season tickets
right now you can buy season tickets. Yeah. So they're still available.
Much longer.
Yep.
And thank you, Bahar.
Yes, thank you, Bahar. We love it. We will tag you and all the things, but we really appreciate it. And I am so in love. It's so much better in person than it is,
Oh my gosh, our oldest came home and he's like, is something different? What's different? It was so funny.
I wasn't here. That's cute. I didn't know that.
It's very cute. I'm like, I don't know.
Is something different? I don't know. Yeah. I'm like, you can see it across the house.
We love it.
We do. Okay, guys.
That's it.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And that's the show. Tune in next time for another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.